This one's going to upset a lot of Barca fans. We're about to get brutal with the keep or sell Barcelona Players Edition. I mean, I'm a Barca fan. I've watched every single game this season, and I know who I want out. We start off with Joan Garcia, the best goalkeeper in the world. No debate. 100% keeping him. There's actually nothing this man can't do. Chesney, El Fumador, your time's up, bro. Get back to the retirement home. You are out. Obviously, we're not going to sell him. His contract expires in the summer. He's probably going to happily retire, and he was really important for us last season, but honestly, he's just too risky. Penalties, red cards, he did it all. Joao Cancelo, technically one of the best players in this team. I have no doubt. I wanted us to sign him permanently after his first loan spell. I think this guy was incredible, really, really underrated and underappreciated. Yeah, he can't defend, but nobody can in this team. We need to re-sign Cancelo. Alejandro Balde, this one's going to upset a lot of people, but I think we've seen enough, and this club needs to learn to take money when it's offered. 40 million for Alejandro Balde, I'd be happy to accept it. For me, it's a sell. Another very controversial player in Ronald Araujo, and a controversial opinion of mine. I don't actually think many people agree with this. I think we should keep Araujo. Honestly, since his move to Bayern Munich fell through, he's not going to be worth anywhere near that rumored 60 million or something that it was that Bayern were willing to pay for him. I think we get lucky to get 30 million for this guy. And I don't think you get another player on the market that is anywhere near as good as Ronald for that price. Yeah, he's got a mistake or two in him, but as a backup, I think he really proves his worth. He actually brings some aerial ability to a squad that doesn't really have any. Keep, definitely. Pau Cubarsí, no doubt. You are staying. The truth is, no young defender's done it like Pau Cubarsí over the last few seasons. Coming into the team at 16 years of age and keeping your spot, genuinely crazy. He is top quality. Exactly what we look for in a Barcelona defender. Honestly, he just needs the right partner next to him. He's made a few mistakes, but I think the defensive system of the team just encourages mistakes from defenders. It's not really defender friendly. So I think if you're going to blame anyone for defensive mistakes, it should be blaming Hansi Flick. I like the risky style of football that we play, so for me, I wouldn't change anything about it. Next up, Andreas Christensen, the ghost. I don't know where this guy's been. Obviously, he's been injured for a couple years. I heard he rejected Barcelona's contract renewal offer in the last week or so. The cheek of it. He got offered a renewal. He's not played for 2 years, and he wants more money. At this point, get out, bro. Gerard Martin, in my opinion, our best defender this season. A lot of people probably won't like that, but honestly, he's been so consistent, especially since transitioning to a centre-back. Honestly, I really like what I see. A player that really tries. He's maybe not as technically good as the rest of the boys, but we got to be keeping him. Unless we get a weird 40 million pound euro offer or whatever. He's too good as a squad player. Jules Koundé. I think he's doing too much. On his day, genuinely world class, but I don't remember the last time I've seen his day. He's also one of the most valuable players in the squad as well. I genuinely think if we get the right offer from a team like Chelsea, 60, 70 million, you've got to go. You've got to take it. For me, right back is one of the positions that I'd look to sign a new player in for the summer, and it just feels right to see Koundé go. Eric Garcia, one of the most improved players over the last 2 years, genuinely top tier. Although I don't like watching this guy in a centre-back partnership with Pau Cubarsí, it just doesn't work. I think he's really good playing that defensive midfielder role. There's no doubt in my mind we have to keep a player like this. Gavi, obviously we haven't seen much of him this season, but what I've seen in the last 3 matches I think he's played, it's almost like he never got injured. Honestly, he's so good. And he brings so much passion, which is really rare these days. 1,000,000% keep, no doubt. In my opinion, our best player throughout the preseason as well. Easily one of my favourite players in this team. Next up, Pedri. We don't really even need to speak about Pedri. He is too good. I think if Barcelona got a 200 million euro offer, I might be tempted, but only because of the financial issues. I really wouldn't want to sell Pedri. He's genuinely the best midfielder in the world. Another player I really like watching is Fermin Lopez. He's got that Gavi passion. You can tell he really cares, and he scores some serious bangers. But it's got me thinking, after this season, how much is Fermin Lopez worth? If the right offer come in, say maybe 80, 100 million, would you take it? Because I think I would. I'm not asking the club to sell Fermin, no. He's just one of those interesting players in quite a strange position. We have a lot of competition in midfield. It'd be interesting to know what you would do. Marc Casado, Again, another position with a lot of competition. And for me, he's the kind of player that I don't see making it in the 11 over some of the other options. Again, the price has got to be right. Maybe 40 million. I'd be happy to take it. It's important to take money on these La Masia players. It's pure profit. I really like the guy, but I think sell is the right thing to do. He deserves more minutes as well. He's a good player. Next up, Dani Olmo, one of the most inconsistent players in the team, mainly due to injury issues in my opinion, but when he's fully fit, he is top. At the start of the season and towards the middle, I was happy to sell him. Honestly, I would have been happy to have taken anything we could have got for him, but now it's a keep for me. It's honestly a keep. It's actually really, really difficult to decide on that one, but I do think I'd be happy to see Olmo playing for us next season. Frenkie de Jong. I have quite a running joke with friends about Frenkie de Jong and my opinions on him. I think as a whole, his Barcelona career has been really underwhelming. I think he's quite unlucky, to be honest with you. And if it was a different time period, I think he'd go on to be one of the best midfielders in the world, no doubt. But he's been through some tough times and tough teammates. A genuinely great player. And you can feel the difference when Frenkie de Jong's on the pitch, but he's definitely not quite lived up to what we thought he would. However, he is that kind of player I think we do need in the squad. I keep Frenkie de Jong into next season. I know a lot of my friends would probably be surprised by that. The only way I'd be inclined to let him go is if we're really willing to go big into a midfielder, which we kind of know isn't the consensus at the moment. Next up, Big Marc Bernal. He might have the biggest potential out of all of these midfielders. At 18 years old, this guy is special. We knew it at 16, to be honest. He is genuinely top tier. It's a keep, no doubt. He's only getting better with time as well. You can see this whole season, he's getting more and more comfortable. This guy's the real deal. It seems we're now on to the attackers, which is where things get interesting, actually. Ferran Torres. He's not Barcelona quality. Let's keep it plain and simple. His numbers over the last 2 seasons are pretty impressive for a pretty mediocre player, but we need better. It's as simple as that. We really do need better. And apparently there are teams out there willing to pay upwards of 100 million for Ferran Torres. I think that's got to be a lie. Give me 50 and you can take him. Robert Lewandowski. Retire, bro. Retire. I would not renew this guy's contract. Apparently we sent a renewal and he rejected it. It's time to let the man rest. I wish we got to sign a Lewandowski that was a few years younger. Having a 29, 30-year-old Robert Lewandowski up top would be crazy. But he's past it. Simple as that. Lamine Yamal, keep. The best player in the world. It's genuinely not even close. Watch him win the Ballon d'Or this season when Spain win the World Cup. I don't think any other player in world football even gives you half as much as what this guy does. 18 years of age and carries on a weekly basis. Raphinha, honestly, closing out the season has been, unfortunately, pretty underwhelming. Mainly just because of the injury issues. When he does play, he is so important for this team. He's the motivator. He sets himself to such high standard that he kind of lifts up the rest of the players as well. The way this guy presses, it's very, very difficult to find a player like Raphinha in world football. We keep him and just hope that his injury problems are sorted for next year. Probably not, though. I mean, it's a World Cup summer. They don't get enough rest, unfortunately. Marcus Rashford, I mean, it's obviously not keep or sell. It's not as simple as that. It's do we sign him for 30 million or do we let him return back to Manchester United? And for the most part of the season, I was 100% down on signing this guy. Incredible in big moments early on, namely that leg against Newcastle. When it's not his day, oh my days, you actually get a player that is worse than Ferran Torres. On the contrary, though, I don't think you get a player as good as Rashford for 30 million. So it's actually really tough. This is easily the hardest choice. But I think what he does offer us is something unique. He's explosive. His set pieces are really good. He scored a nice free kick for us early on. I think we do sign him for one more season. Worst case, I think we'd get our money back anyway. I think what he offers you is just so unique. But he does need to up his game. He does need to get more consistent. But I think as Barcelona fans, we should not expect this guy to be a killer in the box. It's never been his strongest point. And in fact, he's probably better scoring outside of the box than he is in the box. He's not our goal scoring solution. Rooney Bardghji, we've not seen enough. We've actually not seen him. Honestly, he deserves more time at the club, but I've heard he wants to go out on loan for next season, which I think is a great option. We need to find him a good team. He needs to get minutes because for 3 million euros that we paid for him, this could be a huge return. Next up, we've got Hansi Flick here as well. No doubt, no doubt. I have full trust in Hansi. He must stay. Next up, we've got some players that are out on loan. Hector Fort. I think this guy could be the Koundé replacement. I would still like to see us sign a right back, but I do think Hector Fort has a place in our squad next year. I'm keeping him. I don't think he should go out on loan again. At the very least, he would make a good backup. Could play left back as well. We did see that under Xavi. He was actually pretty good there. But for me, definitely as a backup right back, keep. And hopefully he can exceed expectations. Ansu Fati, the one that could have been one of my favourites. I still don't feel like he's done. I still don't feel like his time's up. However, it's pretty much down to Monaco. They have a 10 million clause to buy this guy permanently. I think they'll activate it, but if they don't, I think we give him another go. Stegen, you're gone, bro. We need this guy off of the wage bill. He's actually too injury prone, but he'd be a good goalkeeper for a mid-table team. He probably would have been good for Girona, but of course got injured, so we need to see him go. Inaki Peña actually is a pretty valid backup keeper in my opinion. Obviously, I said let's not renew Szczesny, let's get rid of ter Stegen. So we do need a backup keeper, but Inaki Peña doesn't want to be a backup goalkeeper. He's not going to stay, so we may as well take some money for him. And then Astrolaga, sell. We've got Eder Haller on the bench anyway. We don't need all of these guys. And that completes the list. Let me know your thoughts. Let me know who you agreed with, who you disagreed with most importantly. And if you enjoyed the video, please do like and subscribe.